Hello, Capricorns. Thank you so much for joining me. All right. Thank you. Thank you very much for taking time out of your day to watch this video. I do these free videos with the intent to help as many as possible. And then, of course, rely on the universe to get these messages out to the people that need to hear them. I truly appreciate all your thumbs up, your subscriptions. You're welcome to follow me on Facebook as well. And for a private reading, hit my website up. It's Psychic Jen B at both links. I also have a podcast, Psychic Divination Hour, on Spreaker. And this Saturday, the 25th, I will be interviewing legendary psychic Bernice Golden. So please be sure to come by, create an account, and ask her questions. She is truly gifted. She's from New York. You're welcome to look her up on Facebook. And then we'll be switching to Tuesdays on October 3rd, where one of my favorite YouTube tarot readers will be on that show. So you'll have to come check out. Both shows, super fun. I try to get as many light workers as possible on the show because I think we all have important messages to share with everybody. And then, of course, in October, I have to have some Halloween stories. So I will have some paranormal investigators on as well. So I'm really looking forward to that. Oh, and the second week of October, the Happy Medium Jonna K will be on. Super excited about that. All right, Capricorns. Capricorn. We'll be doing your love reading. This is for the remaining part of September 2017, as well as the first part of October 2017. Then the first part of October, I'll be doing just the general energy readings, and then love readings will be mid-month from here on out. I'm also thinking that whenever I have live viewers, I will do questions and answers at the end of the readings for anyone who has questions. Start out with 3 and we'll see how it goes. All right, my highest vibration of love and light. Please give me positive insight. 4, Capricorn singles. First part of the reading will be for singles. Then we will do another reading for those in a relationship. What do Capricorn singles need to know about love? How do they find love? All right, this layout is called The Way to Desire. This is one of the layouts I offer on my website. So, where you are, where you'd like to be, and how to get there. Oh, interesting. Wow, so another Daughter of Wands. She keeps popping up, and I sure do shuffle the shit out of these cards. So you're in a place, you know, when I see her, the Page of Wands, in this particular layout, I see her as wanting to find magic. You know, you're in that place where you're just looking for that magic connection, that magical, you know, because Wands, magic, you know, that's how I see her. And she's in the infinity position, which I love. You know, and, you know, she's the bringer of news. And she's also warning you to be careful who you trust. And just traditional card meaning here. And with the 5 of Wands being the outcome, about not having focus, being scattered, not having everything together, I find that really interested in the outcome. So what I'm seeing here is that you're wanting to get your shit together. You know, you're wanting that magical moment. You're wanting to find that magical person and get your shit together and have just kind of have your love life meet your work life right now. You want something to come together for you, something to come together that will be emotionally fulfilling, like a love life here. But you're going to have to work at it. It's not going to be magic. All right. It's not going to be magic. You will have to work at it. We have the Eight of Coins, and that is about putting in hard work on yourself, because we also have the Strength card. And then we have the Star reverse. So I feel as though that you're just not seeing the magic within yourself, the awesomeness within yourself here, guys. You're not acknowledging that. So what you're being told here is to put in hard work, that inner strength work, that inner growing, that spiritualness, that loving yourself, so that you can turn this star over and get your shit together. I just feel like you're just, you're a little broken on the inside. You don't have, low self-esteem kind of thing. So it's about building your self-esteem, doing self-love meditations, just learning to love yourself, doing work on learning to love yourself. Oh, there's a awesome guy here on YouTube, Jason something. I can't remember his last name. Great meditations, guided meditations and hypnosis. He does them for sleep. So if you say, I can't do meditations, I can't do that, do the sleep ones. Do the ones before you go to bed, when your brain is still super active and you're still accumulating all that knowledge. You're still able to hear it. Just turn your cell phone on. It'll turn off by itself and the video's over, and you can go right to sleep. Of course, if you have a Samsung, you may want to be careful so it doesn't catch fire. All right? But that's what I'm seeing here, is that you can't just expect everything to magically be better. You have to put in the work. You have to put in the work if you want to have your shit together. All right? Got to put in the work, and that's about loving yourself, caring for yourself, building your inner strength, and starting to shine like the bright star that you are, seeing that you deserve to shine. Uh-oh. I have to go let the dog in. She's barking, and the neighbors will get all pissy. Of course, they shouldn't tease her and she wouldn't bark. They look for a reason to get mad. All right, positive energy. How can we help our Capricorn singles move forward to getting their shit together? Be supportive. Make a genuine effort to show you care. True love. This love is a once-in-a-lifetime love, the union of the hearts. There is a connection of love that defeats explanation. Well, this is definitely about you. Supporting yourself, growing for yourself, loving yourself. Your love for yourself is the once-in-a-lifetime love. All right? No one will ever love you the way you love yourself. Others will love you more, others will love you less, but you need to work on your own self-relationship here, single caps. That's what I'm seeing. Got to work on that self-relationship. The union of hearts. Well, this is your outcome, Working on yourself, loving yourself, showing yourself that you are worth finding a wonderful person to be in your life will bring you a union of the hearts. There is a connection of love that defies explanation. Okay? If you want that connection, you have to love yourself first, because you will never find anybody to truly appreciate you and love you if you don't appreciate and love yourself first. All right, give me 5, okay, maybe 10 or 15 seconds. Bring the dogs in, and then we will do Capricorns in a relationship. Thank you for your patience. Oh, well, what can I say? I'm a sucker for vintage chairs. The light and the dark. So what's in the light of your relationship and what's in the shadow of your relationship. What you're not looking at and what you see. Ooh, lots of energy. Positive insight for Capricorns in relationship. What do Capricorns in relationship need to know about their relationship? About their relationship. All right. Looks like we already had one card come out. And there's your other two. They wanted to pop out there. Ooh, all sorts. Very interesting. Matter of the mind. Nice vibration of love and light. Please give us positive insight. What do Capricorns in a relationship need to pay attention to? What do Capricorns in a relationship need to pay attention to? Wow. Okay, so while shuffling those, I totally got this pain shooting up my arm from my fingers. So I feel as though that there is really something painful that you are just ignoring, and it's going to be even more painful. What? Okay, these got flipped. I normally read these upside down, but it doesn't matter because I'm still going to get the same message. These are intuitive readings. So lots of things in the mind right now. Lots of things going over your head. Over and over in your head. Definitely connected to your psychic senses here. We have the High Priestess. So this is a psychic sense. This is a psychic thing. And then these are about your mind. So it's like in your mind all the time. You're thinking about it all the time. And you are sensing something. Your intuition is telling you something. All right, so Queen of Swords, Four of Swords, Page of Swords. So Four of Swords is about being selfish, but we have it in the light here. So I feel as though that means that you've really been taking time to yourself. And this is so interesting that we have the Queen and the Page, the younger feminine and the older feminine energy. So, you know, pages tend to be warning signs. They tend to bring you short-term messages, short-term changes. So I think that's definitely something we need to keep in mind here. And the Queen of Swords, she's wise. She's straightforward, but she's dominant. She just says it the way it is. Very straightforward. Says it the way it is. And kind of Capricorn-y, but even though Capricorn's an earth sign, Capricorn is definitely the most straightforward and blunt of earth signs. All right. Clarifiers for the Page. All right, so of course we have the Two of Wands because that's coming. This is a relationship reading. And then we have the Ten of Coins. Tens tend to mean repeating things, having to do something over. But they're also, the coins or the pentacles are about foundations. you know, you're wanting to build. I'm worried about your foundation of your relationship here, and what it was built on, or if it's currently in a state of crumbling. All right. Ooh. I just want to point out all swords again. So, Three of Swords, about pain, but we have it in the light. I'm really feeling is that this reading has quickly moved away from being about the light and the dark, and I'm feeling a lot of turmoil in your relationship, painful turmoil, you know, that you're thinking about a lot. Somebody, possibly you, general energy reading is being very selfish here, all right? It could be your mate, or it could be you, either or. So somebody is being very selfish, self-absorbed right now. The Queen of Swords, she's also vindictive, petty. You know, she can be ugly, says mean things, specifically with the reason to hurt you. The Page of Swords, she's, you know, same family. You don't want to mess with the Swords family. And they lash out. So the negative of that is lashing out. So someone's being selfish, being petty, lashing out, causing lots of pain here. And then we have another two. We have two twos. So this is a couple for sure. We are talking about you and your partner. And I feel as though that this is going both ways. That you are both hurting each other. And by this being in the light, it's being brought to light, being brought to your attention that this shit needs to stop. That you're not getting anywhere. How can we help? Capricorn in a relationship, bring their relationship back into the light. Ooh, nope. How can we help Capricorns bring their relationship back into the light? How can we help Capricorns in a relationship come back into the light? Okay, they're telling me this one. Finally, we have a different wand. But look, we have another Two of Wands. So we have the King of Swords, we have the Page of Swords, and we have the Queen of Swords. And like I said, you don't want to mess with the Swords family. They can be brutal because they're so honest and straightforward that it can be brutal. And we're seeing lots of pain here. So again, we're seeing somebody that's immature with the Page. Then we have the King and the Queen who are, they're a fierce force to be reckoned with. So I feel like you guys are just really kind of going at each other right now. It's a battle. It's within your heart, within your mind. You're both thinking about it all the time. This is in the mind, in the mind, in the mind. And you guys, I feel like you, Capricorns, you already know where this is heading. You're sensing it in your mind. You're sensing it. You're intuitively sensing it, where this is going. This relationship is, not headed in a good direction. So in the light, waiting and growing, being patient. And in the dark, going nowhere. So I feel like you guys are hoping that your relationship will just kind of come together and get fixed. But hoping isn't going to get it there. Family marriage therapist at FNT. Jim! Sorry, my dog is licking his paw and driving me crazy. Your relationship isn't going to go anywhere without being on track, and right now it's not on track. Right now it's way off track, Capricorns. Again, this is relationships, singles. That video has already been posted. Anyone who's watching live, I will do Q&A after if you'd like me to pull you a couple cards. So how do you guys get back on track? How do you guys really find that focus? First, I want to find a clarifier for the 10 of coins. So 8 of Wands and another Queen of Swords. Oh, yeah. So 8 of Wands, about feeling trapped. Well, the 8 of Swords is about feeling trapped. But for me, it's because you have so much sword energy over here. I'm kind of feeling that for you. You know, the 8 of Wands is about moving forward. But with this being in the dark, it's about kind of being stuck, not moving forward or progressing a lot slower than you thought. So you guys really are in this vicious cycle. I feel like you're in this vicious cycle. Lashing out at each other. Then things get better. Then lashing out. Then things get better. But and it's coming from both sides of your relationship. And I feel as though there's immature actions in this as well. Wow, this is a rough love life reading, Capricorns. Oh my God, this is rough. Okay, I just had to like clear your energy out here so I can get my mind together. Capricorns in a relationship. Capricorns in a relationship. Can I get a jumper, please? Yeah, they do need some miraculous aid here. It's time to start asking for help. Angelic help. You see what's happening. You see this. You see your relationship crumbling. You see you guys growing distant apart. I feel as though the foundation of your relationship is in question here. It's time to reach out and start praying that you find a therapist that can help you. Find a therapist. Go by yourselves and go together. And this clear vision, again, I mean, you know this. You see this. I'm not telling you anything that's a surprise. Please, can we get a jumper? I'm not getting a jumper for you guys, so let's go ahead and cut them. Receive with love and appreciation. Receiving something loving from others is a way to show love. It's time to give and receive the way you guys have done in the past and to rebuild that foundation by getting help. Look at your patterns in your relationship. It requires inner strength to recognize that you need to change or modify your behavior. Lots of swords. Lots and lots and lots of swords. You already know this. You already know you need to change these patterns. You already know that this is something that needs work on. So it's time to work on it. Wow, that's super rough, you guys. Super rough. All right, so there is somebody in the room live. So if you would like me to answer a question for you, I will be happy to pull 3 cards for those 2 that are now in the chat room, the live chat room. It takes a second for them to pop up. I will clean these up while you guys see if anything comes up there. Do you have a personal question you would like me to pull cards for? I know there's quite a delay. Do you have a personal question? You guys are still in there with me, so I don't know if you're typing. There's one person in there. You're hanging out with me, so I feel like you do have a question you'd like to ask. So we got this for you, Death, which is a beautiful card. It's about endings and beginnings, rebirth. You know, it's, to me, this is a beautiful card. It means you're rising like the phoenix. So that was for the one person that was still in there. Even though things are changing around you, they're kind of going crazy around you, you still, it's a good thing that these changes are happening. All right, anybody have a question? I know there's a delay, so I'm trying to wait to give you time to pop up in the feed. Any questions? do 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 do. All right, thank you so much for joining me. Remember, I'm going to start doing questions at the end. Probably do about 3. So if you do have a live question in the future, next time I'm live, I am happy to pull you some cards. And thanks for watching.